As we continue the show, we now have Ashley Sinkiewicz. Her company is called Advisory Merchant Services. Ashley, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on today.
Thank you for being here, Ash.
We're excited to be here.
Once again, Jenna, boy, what a group that you've assembled. Everybody has a different business. Let's tell people, Ashley, your business, Advisory Merchant Services.
Well, thank you again. We are a payment processing company, and that's for bank cards. So we set up any business from small, medium to large to franchises, multi-locations with the ability to accept any major credit card. We even have the ability, of course, for POS systems when needed. We are a payment processing company, not a POS company, but I do have the ability to get access to any credit card machines. We can do payment processing for the websites, any and all types of bank card processing.
So someone's out there that's starting a business, and that's a very important element. Everybody's cashless, or we see signs on doors where once cash was used, some people say no cash. So if I start a business selling, I don't know, hats or something, and I want to set up the credit card, you're the place to go.
We are the place to go.
Even if I'm small, and then as I grow, small, medium, and large, you're still the place.
Absolutely. And we are
Very
so
important.
great about referring business back to everybody that we work with. So again, websites. During COVID, it was such a tough time for all of the stores and all of the restaurants and all the businesses, as we all know. We were able to, within 2 to 3 days, get websites up and running for a lot of our restaurants. And it really changed the way that they could process and kept the money flowing in and helped to keep their doors open.
That's awesome, Ashley. So tell me how you got into this. It seems like, the great thing about your business is everybody is a potential customer, right? Any entrepreneur, any company. How did you get started?
So I got started working for Bank of America Merchant Services for 10 years. I like to say blood, sweat, and tears. It was amazing, but it was a large corporate world. And I was the top performer there during my 10 years for the most part. And my dear friend, Michael Berry from The Michael Berry Show, he's like a brother to me and a colleague, obviously.
And he's in the next room, by the
yes,
way.
Yes, he is. I know, which
He
is so
doesn't know we're
ironic.
talking
Hi,
about him
Michael.
His ears are burning right now.
I have to mention him because he had a big part, along with my amazing husband, Ray Sinkiewicz, in saying to me, Ashley, you need to go on your own and you need to take this journey and go solo and build your own business and your own company along with your own team. I took the challenge. It has been so much fun. It's been so much work. Michael and Ray even went out and found our space, our office space. And we're a show sponsor with The Michael Berry Show and Michael, of course. He is the show. And it's been a game changer. They helped to put Advisory Merchant Services on the map. I'm grateful for that. The introductions that they have made for us. I'm allowed to mention Federal Grill, American Federal Grill. We do their processing. And Matt Bryce has been a huge mentor for me along this journey.
No doubt about it. That's how I met Jenna, and she became part of our show here today. And as I mentioned to you, I'll tell the listeners that I met your husband with Michael a couple of years ago. We were at the Palm. I was at the Palm restaurant on my way out. I saw Michael. I said, I got to say hi. He said, here's my friend, Ray Sinkiewicz. And there it is. And now here you are today on this show. That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
And you talk about great business advice. I don't know where you can get better advice from someone like Michael Berry and your husband in the financial world. If he's able to help Michael with his finances and guide his ship, as he's mentioned on his show many times, I'm a big listener.
Yes.
He must know something. That's great guidance. You have an extra edge.
It's been huge.
It's not fair to others.
It's really not, but it's been amazing.
That's awesome.
So, Ashley, how have you found it? You said it's been really fun, but really hard. What are some of the challenges of being a business owner after being with a big corporation?
I really pride myself and Advisory Merchant Services on offering the concierge service. That's really big to me. I am the founder and the CEO, but I will never be too big to answer calls daily. Get out in the field. It's so fun for me to get out of the office in the field and go check on our existing customers, go out there and look for new customers. I'm still knocking on doors. We're never going to be too big for that. I will never be too big for that. We love to go into existing businesses that are already set up with merchant processing, if you will. Everybody's pretty much has the ability to take credit cards right now as a form of payment. If not, they need that. They need to definitely have that option. I think to survive, we're going a lot more cashless, as we talked about. But just a lot of times the challenge is having them agree to let us review what their current processing fees are. Once I can get that information from them, we're able to really show the value of what we can do. Look at their current pricing, show them what we can do to, show the value, but also along with that, save them money. And then we're able to usually bring them on as a customer. We're all about showing the value. That's very huge for us.
Geographically, when you think of the people that you're serving is it just the Houston area? If so, is there a certain geography or how
Actually, it's all over the United States. And now
Awesome.
We've just been licensed to do Canada and Mexico. I am having so much fun expanding into Palm Beach, into Colorado, into Vail, into Aspen. How amazing. I get to travel and do what I love. I can do it from anywhere. We're working all over.
And it sounds like also, I don't know, but you probably have a feel for the pulse of business in these different economies. You mentioned Canada, Florida, Houston. I guess you get a feel.
It's been interesting.
A lot
again.
of money changing hands.
Oh, definitely. We're seeing a lot of money movement, of course. And we're seeing, now that everything's opened back up, the energy out there is so fun to watch. And to see the business owners that are going to make it, they're going to survive. The challenge has been very real. And we've been a part of that journey. We're the ones that are think about it, the credit cards are coming in and we're moving the money for them to where it needs to go. And it's a lot of fun, but a lot of work.
So where do you go from here? It sounds like you've gone pretty far when you're expanding to the North American continent, Canada. And by the way, I used to go to Canada many years ago and on a regular business trips to especially Toronto, and I enjoyed the Canadians. They were fun. Also, it was a great place to visit. Also, same thing with Mexico. So here you are covering North America. Where do you go from here? What's the next step for your business? Or is this enough for right now?
We're going to keep growing into the European markets, and there's no stopping us, and there's no stopping me. I don't ever take no for an answer. If most people will say that about me. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing always, but it pushes me and keeps me going and keeps me on my toes. We're going to grow. We're going to keep growing, and we're going to grow more into the franchise space. We're going to grow more into, multi-locations, which I love to work with. We're big with restaurants and bars and all businesses.
Maybe boutiques too.
Definitely boutiques all day long, websites. Every business has to have a website. If you don't, you've got to get one because there's so much shopping going on there right now in that space.
Ashley, how much fun is it to see you've got a variety of customers? They all have different stories and journeys. And how much fun is it to get to see them expand and be successful and be a part of that?
Well, it's funny that you asked me that. It's so much fun and it's so rewarding. Actually, I can't give the name, but we had a med spa that we just signed up about 3 months ago call me this morning. And he actually had to call my husband Ray about something. And I was listening, and we actually were able to save them such a nice amount of money that they were able to expand and grow and move that money into other areas of their business, from advertising to products. It's rewarding. It's fun. We're making a difference.
Yeah.
As far as this growth, Ashley, how many years ago did you start the business?
We started the business 2.5 years ago.
What?
But I've been in the industry for 13 plus.
That doesn't mean it would be easy, though, either, right?
It's not been easy. I often will say blood, sweat, tears.
So I'm
so
going to
much
guess, as you said, not taking no, persistence, resilience, determination. Sure, you probably have that. Am I missing any of the things that are part of your success in this short period of time? What else drives you?
You're really not. I mean, success does drive me. I'm not going to lie on that. Success does drive me, and it should drive all of us, and it keeps pushing me. But really helping the community, getting out there, and I really do see that we're showing value, and we're coming in and helping these small businesses, middle businesses, large businesses save money on their processing with Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Diners Club, JCB, all the credit card organizations. We're coming in, and that's how we're making a big difference, value and saving money.
She also works incredibly hard. If you ever have a lunch or a dinner or a meeting with Ashley, she answers her phone about 27 times in that area. So she works incredibly hard.
Well, before we close this segment, we're talking with Ashley Sinkiewicz with Advisory Merchant Services. Before we close the segment, Ashley, what else do you want people to know?
Give us a chance. Reach out to me. Let me come in and just do an evaluation on your processing within your business. We won't let you down. We will save you money, and we will show the value that my team and I bring.
And how can people reach you?
They can reach me at advisorymerchantservices.com. Of course, that's our website. They also can reach me at advisorymerchantservices@gmail.com, as well as 832-439-6751.
Sounds like you said 832-439-6751.
You got it.
There you go. Advisory Merchant Services sounds good to me. And we'll say hi to your husband, Ray. He probably won't remember me, but I remember him right there at the Old Palm on Westheimer, I don't know, 2 years ago or so.
Well, I'm going to make sure that I call him Ray. I'm going to make sure that I tell Ray again.
Tell him, hey. All right. Thanks again.
Thank you
Ashley.
so much.